Somebody about to show y'all, and you ain't even gotta guess who. You niggas was hating. I made a decision, I'm making arrangements. I feel like I'm dangerous. I realized it in my mama basement. Said fuck what they saying. I'm doing me and I'm about to embrace it. I fuck up the matrix. I'm going to get it and running the pace up. Yo.
Shit, what's new? Basically trying to work on a few shows right now.
Okay.
So working on this thing with Netflix, with West Coast Customs.
Right.
So like a new revive, for instance, like Pimp My Ride, but a new age one, you know what I'm saying? Like more of like a celebrity car review type situation. Then also we're gonna incorporate like a podcast too, because we got a custom made Sprinter.
Okay.
So they can help with the Sprinter when we sit there talking, chop it up on the podcast move. Then we could go out to the cars, so it'll be like almost 2 shows at once, top level, you know what I'm saying? Real corporate brain shit, raw.
Yeah.
And then of course the other show I've been working on called Culture Shop. We got our own like studio. We got a big ass building, face on the building and all that. It's gonna be like, say like an urban Fear Factor mixed with ridiculousness with a little bit of goddamn Family Feud type.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Top up with some different shit. And we're gonna have like interviews and shit like Vlad with celebrities and have them come in playing the games and talking about what's going on. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, so I've been working on that, focus on that, trying to go to another level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because money-wise, living-wise, I did that. So now I'm trying to really take the brand to that top level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna fix this real quick. But no, I seen you was talking about you kind of transitioning out of like the car shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure, man. Like I've been there, done that. Like, and plus that was just my entry into the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just to kind of get your foot in.
Yeah, and I loved it. It's cool. And of course, you know that incorporates where I come from. You know, from the jewelry to the clothes to the car. That's all united.
Yeah.
But now I just want to be like that real creator.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be on that. Like I see myself like the Kanye's, the like Swiss Beats Pharrell's.
Yeah.
Like I need to be in that vein of being able to be to create stuff and let me have my own edition. We'll go to Gucci like do the MRORGANIK. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need that. Then I'm that type of breed. You know what I mean? So I want to go to that level. So that's the move on like a Virgil type nigga. Like I'm on that.
Really, you appealing to like all the demographics and not just like the YouTube world.
Right.
So,
so I need to go to the big dog shit and so that's what I'm tapping into this year. You know what I'm saying? Especially this summer. That's why I'm more integrated in the city now, moving around, not just sitting in the house all the time. Like I'm out now. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, it's like I was like Batman, but I didn't live in Gotham City. Like I moved away and retired. Like no, I need to go back and go find the Jokers in the pink. Where they at?
Yeah.
I need to be in the city.
Touch.
I was just Batman that sit up there watching everything. Like, nah, I'm back down here, man.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm over.
Yeah, no, it's dope that you like. I mean, you moving out there. And I'm sure this shit was tough, but then it's like you realize, you know what I'm saying? Okay, like this is what I really need to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just like, I mean, we all go through shit like that. You make a move and you realize, okay, like this was cool, but like this wasn't the best thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You adjust. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was a readjustment, man. And I enjoyed it. It was dope. I liked my serenity. I liked the seclusion, but at the same time, it's like it deprived me of my full glory because I'm a people person.
Yeah.
Like people got to see me and know that. I mean, I get at the people when they interact with me. It's different, and I was removed from everybody. So it's like I want to be around and be able to get that energy and give it to people. I'm blessed with that gift, so I got to give it back. You know what I'm saying? Man, so let's talk about the season, bro, because I know the team. Who you with Detroit initially, right?
I was with Detroit last season. I was with Chicago this year.
Yeah, you were Chicago. So like you got waived or something before, right?
Yeah. So I signed a 2-year deal with Detroit. Second year was a team option. They didn't pick up my option, which is like, and the timing of it really like messed me up to where like I didn't know if I was gonna like get a job by the time the season started. My girl already lived in Chicago, so I was in Chicago.
That's crazy.
When I got the call, she had moved there in January before.
Right.
So I'm in Chicago kicking it with her, working out. My agent hit me like, yo, like Chicago want to give you a training camp deal, which is basically just a tryout. You know what I'm saying? At that point, I'm like, I'm taking it. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know if I was gonna get anything at this point.
For sure.
You feel me? So I'm like, I'm taking it. We're gonna see how this works, and then so we're gonna go from there. Play well enough to get a 2-way spot, and then essentially they like at the beginning of the season they're like, you probably not gonna pay that much. You know what I'm saying? Which is like, alright, like I understood that even signing the 2-way, but I'm like, you can kind of force the hand a little bit. You play well enough.
Of course. Yeah. Somebody get injured or something, then boom.
Yeah, and then probably about mid-season when everybody started going down with the COVID stuff, I started getting like spot minutes here and there. And then when we was playing in DC, and I hurt my ankle real bad. I was out for like a month.
Damn.
I come back, the guy's still in and out with COVID. So my first day being cleared, we playing the Bucks in Milwaukee. So it's after shoot around. My ankle's still not like right. Like I'm wearing this big ass brace on my ankle, like barely walking straight. You know what I'm saying? Can't jump for nothing off my leg. And I'm an athlete, so that's
for
important.
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I seen him on the highlight. He got
you know
what
I'm saying?
I see that one.
Yeah, that's like on regular. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And so like I'm just going to shoot around like I'm on probably not to play. Like I just got cleared. One of the assistants put me to the side to shoot around. He like, yo, I know you probably like wondering like when, you know what I'm saying, you gonna get some run, when you may even go back and get some run with the G League team, whatever. He's like, we're gonna need you to start tonight, I'll be honest. And so I'm like, yo, like this is
athletic, most ferocious guy in the entire league.
Exactly, and I can barely
on the bad ankle.
And so I'm like, of course I'm gonna check the challenge.
Oh yeah, give it to me.
Absolutely, but I'm like, I really gotta lock in. It's like I can't even move right now. So like that whole game, I was like blacked out the whole game. Like I don't remember like thinking or feeling.
Just going off adrenaline,
off straight adrenaline, bro. Just hooping. And I ended up like starting the next like 4 or 5 games. Was in a rotation for probably the next month and a half or so. Then everybody came back and then business kicked in. But
of course they got me on me.
Yeah, so it was, it was like a hectic year, you know what I'm saying? Like from not thinking I was going to even like get in, like damn near play the whole season, to like them like needing me to start on the MVP, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Like, this was crazy. So it was a roller coaster. Every year is a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? You never know what's going to happen. And then, you know, the beauty of it is just like staying ready for whatever.
Yeah, you gotta stay ready, so you gotta get ready.
Yeah,
I saw that dog. I'm like, damn, my dog got cut. I was like, but something gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that. And then boom, we got the Bulls. I'm like, man, that's a good opportunity.
For sure.
And then shit, I done seen you playing all the time. I'm like, oh, you in there?
Yeah. It's crazy because like after like I got waived from Detroit, or they didn't pick up my option. So I went from like I was like waived from a lottery team, you know what I'm saying, to then
playoff team.
I'm like, exactly. There was number 1 seed at the time.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you can't really predict like what's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen.
You can't.
So, yeah.
But that's just life though. Like if you're not ready, you never gonna be ready. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be ready.
Yeah.
Like motherfucker be waiting for opportunities, and opportunities come, you're not ready. Like what are you like? What's wrong with your soul, man?
Right. Exactly.
If you want this, you should be ready at all times. Like.
Yeah.
We should be like a Spartan, like ready for war.
Yeah.
You had a war 100 years, but you ready. Like, what's over that over there? Oh, I ain't got to go, but I'm with the sword, ready.
Yeah.
Especially in this situation, you talking about the league, like.
Yeah, it's a lot of kids get like a lot of dudes get messed up. So like it's an 82 game season. Like it's a long ass season.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you in the Alls right now, like you playing 9 months. You know what I'm saying? So for the dudes that's not like really regularly in a rotation like that, it can get tough. You know what I'm saying? You think, okay, I'm not gonna play that. I'm just gonna like just go in here and chill, not, you know what I'm saying? Not all of a sudden, a couple weeks go by, you out of shape, you ain't really been in the gym like that, you ain't sharp, and then you get thrown in, you miss your opportunity because you're not ready for it.
Right.
So like that's the challenge, you know what I'm saying, for dudes that's really in my position to like really stay locked in and mentally focused on the right stuff.
Yeah, I'm about to ask you.
It's always gonna come, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you just gotta be ready.
Be ready. So I was asking, is it more in that situation where you don't know when you're gonna play or where you even gonna play? Is it more of a physical, like, you know what I'm saying, like mentality you gotta have, or is it a mental? Like, your mind gotta be ready.
I think it's like 80% mental.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, like, your body still gotta be like, you gotta be healthy, you gotta be in shape, you know what I'm saying? That's like the easy part of being
of course.
athlete. But like, if you're not mentally locked in, like, some of as little as like, it's games, I'll go like 15 like straight games without playing.
Yeah.
But like, I'm making sure I know the scouting report every time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just in case something happens, something crazy shit always happens.
Of
you
course.
Know what I'm saying? Like 2, 3 guys in my position get hurt all of a sudden. I can go play 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I don't know who I'm checking, or if I have to make sure I know everybody. You know what I'm saying? If I close out wrong one way, or I let somebody who want to go left, like
over with.
Then all of a sudden I'm back on the bench. You feel me? So like I gotta make sure that like every single opportunity I get or whatever chance I get. I'll give you a great example. We playing the Lakers at home.
Okay.
Whole first quarter go by, didn't go in. Second quarter go by, didn't go in. At this point, if you don't get going by halftime, you probably not.
Yeah, you might have to sit your whole warm up, put it to the neck.
Which is exactly how I was. You know what I'm saying? Third quarter go by, still didn't play. It's like mid fourth quarter, 8 minutes left, it's a tie game. Coach look out the bench, go, TC. I'm like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
grab some water pipe.
That's right. He's like, no. I'm like, oh shit, so boy, I got 8 layers of shit on. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take all this shit off. I'm going my jersey half.
That's what I'm talking about, shooting
I'm like, shit. But I knew what I had to do. Second possession, I'm guarding Melo. Melo coming in for a ball screen and they switch. Because Brian know I just checked in the game. You know what I'm saying? They switch, he back it up ISO. Again, I know Brown wants to go left, right? And if you go right, you probably gonna like take the jumper or do the step back shit. So if you back up half court, I play on square, he starts taking a step in, I shade him to his right. Because I know like he gonna want to take this jumper. You know what I'm saying? We'll live with the jumper rather than him going to the rim.
Yeah, it's over
every time.
Yeah.
So he like dribble towards me, he look at his hand, you know, we look at the ball, he like do that little side step. I'm like, bet, that's what we want. We take a side step, I contest, we live with it, I go down, I get foul, make 2 free throws, sit down on the bench. I played 90 seconds. But I did my job every single time.
Best guy in the earth.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas was hurting like hell.
For sure.
I was not ready for
for sure.
But because I was locked in, I was like, I knew what I had to do. I was straight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that mental, that's just anything in life. Like people, I mean, I get it all the time. People ask me, how do I do it? Or, hey man, can you tell me this and that? All you have to do is pay attention. Yeah. Paying attention is so potent. Yeah. And being ready is so potent. So if you're not paying attention, you can't be ready because you don't know what the hell is going on. Like, I don't know why people just get caught up in not preparing themselves for when the opportunity arrives. You know, it's super important. So if you didn't know those little things about LeBron, you'd have got, boy, your physical one right, he's gonna swoop right past you, go to that left, and embarrass you. Exactly. Pump fake sweep through, for sure. He coming in dropping and murder this guy. But you knew how to slow him down just enough to make it hard for him. You know what I'm saying? And that's his life, dog. So that's dope as hell. Like, and they all went on to the playoffs, right?
Yeah. So we lost in the first round to Milwaukee.
Right.
So we had the second half of the season wasn't great for us. Like we had Lonzo got hurt, Alex Caruso was hurt, Zach had a knee, had a knee issue. It's like, and like we knew he was hurt, but like credit to him, like he just like played through that shit. You know what I'm saying? The best of his ability. But we was just like we never really had our full team in the second half of the year, which is tough, like because our second half schedule was hard. You know what I'm saying? But thankfully, because we did so well in the first half of the season, we stayed, you know what I'm saying, in the playoff picture. So we ended up getting the 6th seed, played Milwaukee. Of course, even in Milwaukee, we had guys go down. Chris Middleton got hurt in that series too, but then we ended up losing in 6. And I think it was 5 actually. We ended up losing in 5. Right. But we honestly, like after games, so we lost game 1 in Milwaukee, won game 2 in Milwaukee, right?
Right.
So the way we won game 2, I'm thinking like, yo, like we just like figured this shit out. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But one thing about the playoffs is like this shit is about adjustments every single game.
Of course.
So like something happened in game 2, so like credit to them because like they saw what we did to them in game 2, like in terms of like our game plan, like the little nuances and shit like that. They adjusted and then boom, like they was right back in like championship shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably the toughest like draw we could have got. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
That's the playoffs, and you got great players like Giannis.
That's top level.
Shit like that. It's different.
So I remember last time we talked about Jello, right?
Yeah.
And now we beat them up because they was legendary motherfuckers. I love the balls. No homo taking it. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn. For real. But then you play with his brother, right? Mm-hmm. How was it playing with Lonzo, right?
Yeah, Lonzo was like, he's like probably one of the most like purely talented dudes like you could ever like hoop with. Not necessarily like his scoring on like, but like he just knows how to run a team so well and it's natural for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the shit he does, he'll get a rebound and throw that shit full court like a bullet pass, like right in the bread basket.
Right, that's perfect. Yeah, in stride.
In stride.
That's nothing like never catch that ball in stride.
Pocket passing out a pick and roll, like you know it's hitting the right spot.
Know it's coming.
Man,
ooh, because you would really get to that spot.
Yeah.
You know that feeling. You go pass.
Exactly.
What?
I was talking to one of my homies put up on me the other day when I first got here. We had the first play I was ever in this season. I checked in the fourth quarter against Golden State at Golden State. So it was me, Lonzo, AC, DeMar, and
you're on DeMar Rosen too, right?
Yeah.
Damn, yeah.
This is a different motherfucker. Like DeMar's like,
and understand all this time, he's still like that.
Incredible.
That's amazing.
But so we run this little flare action. I ended up going to a pick and roll with Lonzo. I slip out like in the pocket, and before I can even look back, the ball is in my hand.
Oh, that's a beautiful feeling.
I'm like, yo, so I got a clear path. I'm gonna punch that and put my whole arm in the ring.
Yeah, you already athletic, so you catch that in stride. What can they do? But foul you or you smash it on them.
And so like even in training camp and practice, I never really hooped with Lonzo like that. But after that first play, I'm like, bro, like this is like the point guard everybody would want to have.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing better than a point guard that you know I'm gonna run. If I run that lane, he's gonna throw me the ball.
Exactly.
If I set this screen, I'm over, he's gonna throw it back to me.
Yeah.
Or you play different. When you know somebody gonna pass, you like, get tired. Hurry out. I done ran out. Hey, you gonna be greedy. Throw me I'm in front of you. They told us that in 5th grade, whoever in front of you, you throw them the ball. You know, they want to keep the ball, do all these fake, throw me the ball, man. If somebody throw me that ball and I'm running it, it's on.
Yeah.
I'm track man. I'm Herschel Walker down the court. So I know that feeling was beautiful, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Especially for a person like you that's athletic. That's
Yeah.
what? And then DeMar, he came this year too, right?
Yeah.
And he went crazy. He revitalized his whole career.
Incredible.
He had like a crazy streak, didn't he, or something he was doing?
Dude, he had like 17 straight 30-point
Yeah.
games. Like, bro, it was nuts. And DeMar not like, when he scored 30, DeMar not doing it on 30 shots. Like, DeMar getting 30 on 14 shots.
The
like,
buckets.
Straight basket, all mid-range.
The best buckets. Yeah.
Like
the Jordan buckets,
He putting up 40, 45, 50 with no threes.
The Jordan buckets.
Bro, I'm sitting there like, yo, this motherfucker's incredible.
Get them spots.
Like, it's just, and like, everybody in the world knows what DeMar about to do.
Right.
But you can't stop it.
Yeah, like that Paul Pierce when he get to them corners.
Yeah.
And nothing you do about it. Once you get them elbows over.
It's
nothing you
raps.
do. Yeah,
And then DeMar, like I said, everybody like, he pump fake. You gonna jump on one of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then boom, that's an and one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's incredible. And obviously, like, I'm like a basketball fanatic. So like, even when he was in San Antonio and in Toronto, I'm watching and seeing it.
Right.
But like, seeing it in person, like a whole
different game, playing with them.
Yeah.
Who was the most difficult guy you guarded this year? Because you guarded the best. Well, I mean, you got Giannis, whatever, goddamn him, and then you got Bron. You guarding him. Come on, Matt.
Yeah.
Who was the most difficult for you?
That's tough. So,
Because it might be somebody that's dead.
And it really is about to be. So Giannis is tough because Giannis goes downhill and he plays the same way for 48 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't take his foot off the gas. Like, he coming at you the whole entire game. So like, that's tough from the standpoint, like, you can take no plays off. You know what I'm saying? Like, and because he's so physical and so aggressive and he initiates everything, he gets a lot of calls.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and he's one of the ones in the league, they're going to make sure.
of course, rightfully so. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So when you playing him, like, it's like you be there, and then boom. With most players in the league, like a lot of these shit to be a charge, but Giannis is gonna be a block. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should free throw. So like, that's tough. But for me, I think the more difficult guys to guard are like the more ball handling type 3s or 4s that like playing a lot of ball screens, cutting a lot, moving a lot. Even like the best player may have a basketball, I'm guarding him over here, I take my eye off for a second, he cut back.
Oh man, yeah.
Or like it runs some crazy shit to where he'll come off like 2 or 3 ball screens or like a pin down some shit. It's like, you really gotta stay locked in. Because he's not necessarily the dude that you would think is gonna come out and give you 20, 25, 30 points in the game.
Right.
But he can. You know what I'm saying? If you're not all the way locked in. So for me, if I'm guarding like the ball down, like the star of the team, it's a little bit easier in that standpoint than guarding like the second, third, fourth, fifth option that really just like is moving and hustling.
Yeah, they're really trying to prove itself.
Exactly, because if you guard Giannis, everybody gonna be locked in.
Right. Everybody. Your whole adrenaline gonna go to another level.
Exactly.
You know the game plan. You know somebody.
I'm chilling and then boom, he back.
Yeah, he going crazy, proving himself.
Yeah,
he got different
energy.
2,
3 threes.
You don't know him. You ain't got no blueprint on him.
Yeah.
He coming in like a wild man.
Yeah, hooping.
Yeah, everybody can hoop. You in the league. So.
Yeah.
Right. That's dope, man. So what's the next move for next year?
We gonna see. So free agency starts July 1. And so I've been talking to my agent and stuff, and we got obviously a couple teams that have been like showing interest, but none really until it's on paper. You know what I'm saying?
Always the process.
Yeah,
for now,
so
until you get that big one.
Yeah.
Then you just like, whew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Till that one comes, we stay on the grind, and even through that. But
Of
free
course.
agency starts July 1. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, not too long after that, we know we I can hammer some stuff down and we get to work and stuff.
Yeah, July 1. So you just out here chilling for this weekend, right?
Yeah. I just took this week off, telling I'll be back at it as soon as I get back to the crib. So I typically just stay in St. Louis when I'm working. I get people there, people I work out and train with. But
Keep it
it's
short.
home, I can spend time with family. So
That's hard.
Hating, I made a decision, I'm making arrangements. I feel like I'm dangerous. I realized it and I'm in my basement. Said fuck what they saying. I'm doing me and I'm about to embrace it. I fuck up the